Welcome back, my name is Jarek Knatzer, and the 2018 Royal Rumble was last night, so let's go. Okay, so I have like 5 minutes to talk about this and no time to edit this, so it's gonna be quick and very choppy. First off, we started with AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and what I felt was a lackluster match. I never thought AJ Styles would have the least favorite match on the card, but this turned out to be my least favorite match because it seemed to be really quick, and it really kind of almost buried Kevin and Sami. They looked really weak in defeat because there was no shenanigans, there was no, story to make it look like they should have won but couldn't win. There was the botch tag at the end, which will be probably exploited throughout for the next couple of months, but still, it just looked, I don't know, didn't live up. Next came the tag match between the Usos and American Beta, or whatever you want to call them, American Alpha 2.0, Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. This was a great match in my opinion, despite there being some negative feedback, let's go with that, because Chad Gable, while being hot off some wins, didn't get a pin at all. Shelton Benjamin didn't get a pin. It was a clean sweep by the Usos, but that's what made the match good to me, is I was not expecting a clean sweep, a 2-0 win in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And I know Jey Uso got some trouble recently with that DUI, but in a way, I'm kind of glad WWE didn't go out of their way to punish the Usos for that. They're going to sell the business as business and let the art or the show or the story be the story. So I'm kind of glad that worked out. Next came the Royal Rumble for the men, because there's 2 on this one. But this was probably to me the best Royal Rumble win since Edge in 2010. Shinsuke Nakamura was the one that should have won, and he did. I predicted Shinsuke and Balor and Reigns to be in the Final 4, and they were. I didn't get the 4th one right. Sydney, she got 2 of them. She was close to beating me. She beat me last time we made predictions. Not this time. I got my win back. Anyway, the Royal Rumble itself was good. The biggest complaint I could have about it was the lack of NXT talent. We did have Adam Cole, we did have Cien Almas, who I thought shouldn't have been in it. He did just defend his title last night, or the previous night at TakeOver Philadelphia, but I think there should have been a different NXT star. I don't know who it could have been. Could have been someone from Sanity, could have been Killian Dane. He's already made 1 appearance on the main roster and a Battle Royal. It could have been somebody else other than the guy that's already the face of NXT right now. But yeah, Shinsuke winning was the best option in my opinion. Either him or Balor. Balor got to be the Iron Man. Shinsuke won. It was great. There was this nice passing of the torch moment, which every other review video would talk about. But it's weird since the ages on both sides are kind of the same. I mean, Randy was the youngest on the old guard, and then Roman was the youngest on the new. But all of them are over 30. Most of them were in their 40s, I think. Finn isn't 40, but Shinsuke isn't either. Okay, so maybe they weren't all as old as I thought. But still, you had Rey Mysterio and John Cena. They are both in their 40s. And the best part, I think, of watching the match was watching my wife's reaction to seeing Rey Mysterio for the first time ever. She was enthralled, and it was great. Next came the unfortunate of The Bar versus Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan, which got no attention from me for the first half of the match because I was too busy checking Twitter to see Shinsuke's win reactions. And it was also sad that Jason Jordan was injured, so he didn't get to make a story out of this other than what the story will be. Seth Rollins carried this whole match, I think, along with The Bar. I don't want to take any credit away from them. They obviously had to be a part of this match, but Seth Rollins versus The Bar was really what we got. It was more like another handicap match than a tag match. I do hope this leads to a story between Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan facing one another at WrestleMania. I would like that. I would like that matchup, even if we got an Elimination Chamber if Jordan is healthy enough. But still, that's going to be a good story if WWE pulls the trigger, and they should. The next to last match was the Universal Championship match between Brock, Braun, and Kane, and this was the perfect ball of chaos that everyone expected. It may have went 7 minutes, but still it got a hardcore match in on this card, which I wasn't expecting a hardcore match. I wasn't expecting a no DQ match, but this is exactly what we got, and this is exactly what Philly would have wanted to see in this matchup. So it was a good match for what it was. No one was shocked by Brock winning. I wasn't shocked. I did believe for a full second that Braun could have won when he put Lesnar through the table, and I completely forgot Kane was there. I was buying in, and then Kane came back in frame, and I went, oh yeah, Brock's winning. But other than that, it was a good match. It was great for all of its antics, Braun being Braun, breaking out of stuff, standing up after a ridiculous amount of punishment. So that was good. And then lastly was the Women's Royal Rumble. Almost botched all those W's and R's together, but whatever. It was the Women's Royal Rumble with Stephanie on commentary, who did not do a terrible job by being all boss lady, but she didn't do an effective job. She kind of took the wind out of Corey's sails, which Corey's just acting the way Corey acts because that's what they want him to do, so it felt kind of counterproductive on that part. But for the match itself, it was good. It was definitely good for their first attempt at a Women's Royal Rumble. I will not take anything away from that. It was good. It was borderline great, but what hindered it a lot for me was the fact that we saw all these returning women 9 days ago, I don't know math, 6 days ago at Raw 25, when they all came out on the stage. It was almost like these are all going to be the women that were going to be in the Royal Rumble this weekend, but we gave away the surprise early. I still think there could have been more room for more NXT girls. Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, Nikki Cross, all three of those could have been in there, and they weren't. The only NXT spot was given to Ember Moon. Again, going back to the Cien Almas thing, I don't think the champions should have been in the matchup. I think they should have been reserved as champions. But I know you're bringing one brand to another, but there's still such a plethora of people you could have pulled from NXT to be in these Royal Rumbles that I think they missed the marks. The only one I enjoyed, honestly, coming from NXT was Adam Cole, because it's Adam Cole, baby. I'm going to regret leaving that in there. But the winner overall being Asuka was great. Ronda did take some of the spotlight out of Asuka winning, and that's kind of a negative. But it's also a positive to me that Ronda wasn't in the matchup, because now you can save Asuka versus Ronda for a later date, for a later event. Even WrestleMania 35 could be not headlined by Asuka versus Ronda. I don't think they could pull it off. Charlotte versus Ronda could definitely headline a main event of WrestleMania, but not Asuka, just because the connect of the audience. She's supposed to be this dominator. I just don't think it would work. They could do SummerSlam. I would enjoy seeing Ronda versus Asuka headlining SummerSlam, definitely. But Mania's built for flares, I guess. I don't know. That's my opinion, though. That's my review overall. Royal Rumble 2018. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I might put a poll up here, which is where I was going to put a poll last time and didn't. But we'll see you later. I don't know how to end my videos anymore. Oh yeah, that's it. This has been Royal Rumble 2018. I usually say something like that, or actually I say, welcome to Royal Rumble 2018. That's how I end my videos. Yeah. I've not talked this long this fast in a video before.